I had to take some time out, like probably, I think I took 3-4 months off because mentally I was not in a good space. Because,
Because of that situation.
yeah, because now I felt like, how the hell am I going to do this by myself? I was born in Swaziland. My parents are Ugandan, and they moved from Uganda to like Swaziland because of jobs. So me and my brothers were all born there. Went to school there, did all my primary school there. Like life was great. Like I'm not gonna lie, life was really really great. Like
What's life like for you?
we had a big house, big house. Food and culture and everything was different back there. And I think if I'm comparing it, life was like we didn't struggle the way we struggled when we came over here. So that was like, it was a drastic difference, like when we came over here and then moved into a smaller house, because obviously you have this idea that when you go to first world country, it's kind of like an upgrade, but I just saw it as everything is just a downgrade in my
Okay.
perspective as a young 12-year-old. I think I went from having a set of friends, like a group of friends in one country, coming from an African country to like an all white country. Like I even moved to the whitest of neighborhoods, so that was a struggle. I'm being real. That was a struggle. Like culture shock, the way they did things. Like for example, school, the way they did, like the way they taught you in school was completely different to how I was taught back in Swaziland. So I had to adjust to that. I had to adjust to how they do things here, and then also because I started in year 8, I kind of started late, like because usually you start in year 7, everyone is new. So I was like behind again. So all of that was like quite a struggle. I didn't understand it then, but now I understand, and I think it's when you're young, you can't really. It's very hard to like kind of navigate how you feel, but now I understand it's because of like culture shock and just drastic changes, like and because 12 is not, you're young, but you're not really young. You can comprehend certain things in comparison to my brothers, because my brothers were like 4 and 8.
Do you,
So
do you think that you found it a little bit traumatizing in a way, looking back?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I did, because and I think it's very hard because my parents, when I think about it now, there's nothing they could have done because they were in the exact same situation as me. Like they were in a new country, new culture shock, probably trying to learn how things are done in this country. So it's not like, I don't know what they could have done for me, because obviously I was struggling when I was at school. I would tell them that I hated it and all these things, but yeah, I don't know like if there's anything they could have done for me, because yeah, they were in the same boat.
Fair. And they had responsibilities, so that
Yeah, yeah,
also makes sense. And it explains why you had the feeling of being shy and kind of stepping back. You're in a
yeah,
new country, you have the culture shock. It's hard to be your usual bubbly, vibrant self when you
yeah,
kind of don't even understand your surroundings. So
yeah,
that makes sense. And then going from that shy girl that keeps herself to herself
yeah.
to someone that's posting their singing videos and their vlogs on YouTube and being more out there and expressive.
I think it was a gradual process, because the whole of my high school years hated them. Like,
You hated what, the videos?
no, my high school years, I hated them.
Oh, hated the high school years
Yeah,
itself.
and I think YouTube. I don't know when YouTube like popped out in the same. I think it was 2009. I think I'm probably getting the dates wrong, but I think in terms of confidence, 100% a gradual process. I know that I started doing videos when I was in college. And I think when I was in college, that's when I felt like I was discovering myself. I moved out of where I went to school and the area, and I went to a place where those people that looked like me, that definitely helped with my confidence. Because growing up when you don't see people that look like you, kind of like, it's a bit hard.
Were you ever treated like a certain way by people that didn't look like you?
Mm,
Or was it more
not
undertones kind of thing?
There was probably undertones, but right now I can't really remember, because I think the whole of my high school, I think I was unconscious. Like I was there, but I was not there because I didn't want to be there.
Okay.
But I know that I started
So
becoming
almost autopilot.
yeah,
kind
I
of.
was on autopilot. Like stuff was happening around me and things like that, but I was not happy. So maybe things did happen, but I wasn't like, I didn't pick up on them because I was on autopilot the whole way, because I was like, I can't wait till I get out of this place. And then when I moved out and I went to like, because I went Curzon College, which was multicultural college, I feel like that's when I started being aware of what's going on. And then I started picking up on confidence. My confidence started picking up around that time. But it's 100% was a gradual process. Like, I can't really pinpoint when I was like, yes, like, I'm not shy anymore.
Do you remember the particular day or that moment of uploading that video? And you know when you like, put it on public, you change it
Yeah.
from private to public so
Yeah.
everyone can finally see it. Do you remember that kind of that moment? That's usually the key point where it's like,
Yeah,
this
I
is it.
do. Do you know what? It's funny because I felt like an imposter
How
because
so?
because there's obviously because I was really shy and a lot of people didn't know the real Esther, and I kept myself to myself. When I uploaded that first video, a lot of people were shocked. They were like, "Wow, I didn't know you're like this." And it was like a good thing, but then there was the other side of me like kind of like scared, because I'm like, oh no,
Scared of what?
scared because now that I'm on a platform like YouTube, people are gonna like find out how I really am. It's kind of you're opening yourself out to the public. Like, yeah, it's very exposing. Like, there's room for judgment. There's room for people to say what they want to say, and that's like a drastic going from like being shy and private to like posting yourself up on social media. But I was like excited, and I don't know if I was excited because at that time I met one of my best friends called Lexi, and she is an extrovert. So I used to do videos with her, and I felt like that kind of helped me a bit as well, like kind of come out my shell and be 100% myself. So yeah, no, I was excited but scared at the same time.
So those fears that you mentioned, did any of those come true? Or I guess what I'm asking is, what were the kind of reactions when you posted that video and people that were around you start to find out this is what you do? What were the reactions like?
It was good. it was good reactions, but I was getting obviously mostly positive feedback from my parents, my friends, and in terms of what you said about my fears becoming true, yeah, that definitely did happen. In terms of outside people that I don't know having their own opinions, and trolling, all those things. Like, I think it comes with it. If you're a YouTuber, you can't avoid it. You can't skip. It's not like a level you can skip.
Yeah.
Like,
Was that always your mentality, or did you have to learn that?
well, the trolls and people having their opinions. In the beginning, I kind of had an inkling of it, but I didn't understand how bad it could get.
How bad did it get?
I think my first experience was when I uploaded, there's a singing video I posted, and it got so much hate. Like, I didn't understand it because I was like, okay, singing video, cool. If you don't like it, that's fine. And I'm open to criticism, like especially if it's constructive criticism. So those people who are giving me like those good, what's it called, comments, those constructive comments. But then there was people who, when I was reading the comments, I was like, this is like hate. Like, even you're just on the bandwagon. You've seen people comment nasty comments, and now you're commenting because you've seen other people are doing it.
And it becomes like just
it
banter
becomes
kind
like
of,
yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, so when that happened, I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. Like, I don't. And that definitely took a toll on my confidence. And because of that video, I was like, yeah, I'm not doing no more singing videos. So it was quite drastic, because I think after that video, I kind of took a break from YouTube. I wasn't posting like as frequent, because now it's like I was shy. I also had low self-esteem, and I took on what other people thought about me, even though it wasn't true. So that video definitely like made me take a step back from YouTube.
Okay, I mean that makes perfect sense. I mean, with that sort of response, it's hard to kind of process.
Yeah.
But then, I guess when did you kind of process that and learn this new way of thinking, feeling, and approaching it?
I don't think, I would say that was a gradual process as well, because it sounds crazy, but getting hate on YouTube makes you develop thick skin, especially if you're going to be in something like this. Like, you do have to have thick skin, and you have to get to a point where you're like, other people's opinions about me don't matter. But I think the turning point of me not caring anymore is when I started doing reaction videos with my brother. But I would say that was like, because the reaction channel, it's started that like 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
In total, I've been doing YouTube for 9 years. So I would say maybe 3 years into doing the reaction channel, 3 or 4 years into doing the reaction channel, that's when I was like, I don't care anymore. But I still had that. When we did the reaction channel, I was getting trolled. Like, I was getting hate comments in the beginning. And then I thought to myself, it would get to me and I would cry about it, like, because it was like, I really want to do this and I don't understand why people don't like me and stuff like that, and why I'm getting negative comments. But then I thought to myself, on my other channel, I was doing something I love, and there's no way I'm going to let people who don't know me stop me from giving up on this other channel that I have. So I kept on thinking that whenever I would see troll comments, I'll be like, there's no way I'm going to give up because of this person's comment. So I just kept at it. And then I would probably say like definitely 3 years in, like I started developing thick skin, and then now I don't even care. So if people leave negative comments, sometimes I reply back. It just depends what mood I'm in. But definitely a gradual process.
That's interesting, because it's the YouTube channel that you have with the reaction videos, which is the one that has 80,000 subscribers and things like that. How did you start that YouTube channel with your brother? That wasn't the first one that you started.
No, that was my third channel, but first channel with me and my brother. Well, actually fourth channel. I have so many channels now, it's crazy. Basically, when I was doing my, I think it's my vlogging channel, me and my brother used to do videos together, like challenges and stuff like that. And me and him are like really close. So we were like, oh, we should do a channel together. But we were not sure what we wanted to do. And then because we both love music, and back then we used to like watch ZS and Bilu. I don't know if you know that.
What's that?
ZS and Bilu are like American reactors. They're one of the biggest American reaction channel.
Okay.
They were like pretty, because we started in 2015, I think, and they were like really huge, like big. If you think about reaction channels, they're like one of the biggest reaction channels. So me and him used to love watching them. We both love music, so we're like, oh, we should do a reaction channel. So we just got into it just because it's something fun to do, like together. I would say it was by accident, because we wanted to do something, me and him together. And that's how we got into it.
As simple as that. Sometimes it is as well. It doesn't always have to be like this whole big.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. Like, and it was organic. And the funniest thing is, when we got into it, we didn't have any plans. Like, we didn't think, oh yeah, let's try and get to 10K. We're like, oh yeah, this is fun. Let's do it. Like, let's react to music. Like, this is gonna be cool.
So then, that was going well. You've been turning over like 50,000 views a video, 25,000 views a video. Why does that come to an end?
Are you talking about me and my brother?
Yeah.
So, because it's my brother, I can't go too much into detail about it. But I would say that he kind of just lost track of the vision and goal, and then he wanted to do his own stuff. So it was really hard, because it's like, building a brand. Like we are technically a brand because we started together. And then obviously when he made the decision that he doesn't want to do YouTube videos, he doesn't want to like film anymore, he doesn't want to do videos anymore, it was like really hard, because then now I had to like rebrand and think about, okay, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
Because we've built, I think when he wanted to go away, I think we had like 50,000 subscribers at that point. No, actually that's a lie. We had like probably coming to 70. So we're pretty close to 100K. And I didn't really understand like why he wanted to go away, but 100% to do with like loss of vision, and he just, you know, wanted to do his own stuff.
Fair. And then that kind of comes to the point where you kind of took that second break more recently, and then...
Actually, before the recent break, when we posted that video, I had to take some time out, like probably, I think I took 3-4 months off, because mentally I was not in a good space. Because
of that situation.
Yeah, because now I felt like, how the hell am I going to do this by myself? In a way, I think it was a good thing and a bad thing. I would say it was a bad thing because we had goals and plans of what we're going to do with the channel, and then obviously that got broken down, and then I'm trying to figure out what to do. But then I think it's a good thing as well, because in terms of confidence, he was kind of like my comfort blanket, where because he was there, I felt like I could do anything. But now that he was gone, I was like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this.
Kind of feeling exposed again, as you said before.
I just felt like now I don't have any, you know, because there's two of us. If people are talking in the comments, it's not only one focus, there's two people to focus on. But now, because I'm by myself, it's like, it's that confidence thing where it's like I have to be so sure of myself when I'm reacting to videos, when I'm putting out content. If I get hate comments and things like that, it's kind of I have to stand on myself and stuff like that. So I think confidence-wise, it's definitely helping me, like, you know, boost my confidence, because I can't always have him there and stuff. But yeah, no, I took that break because mentally I had to like get myself straight and figure things out, figure out what I want to do. And then I came back like for some time, and then I took the recent break.
During that time, so you've taken time off to kind of process things and get yourself back on track. What are you doing within that time period? How do you kind of get back to being Esther?
It's hard because I think I did kind of heal and process from it, but I don't think I fully healed, because doing YouTube for 4 years with one person, like with my brother, and then all of a sudden it's gone, that's a big thing. Like, it's not like 4 years and like almost 1,000 videos. That's a lot of content, and there's a lot of time to spend with someone. So I think I processed it, but I don't think I fully processed it, because I was still thinking, I can't believe this has happened.
Yeah, it's a journey. So it's one of those things.
Yeah.
That, yeah, you don't get to a point where it's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Now everything's done and dusted. Might be little bits and pieces here and there that you work on over time. So yeah,
I think as well, because I've had like channels with people in the past. Like, so I had a channel with my friend Lexi, and it is quite hard to like sustain a channel with someone, because you kind of have to
rely on them almost.
You have to, both of you have to be hungry like for this. So I feel like with my brother I didn't see it coming, because I thought, oh, we're siblings. That, like, I've seen people like do YouTube channels, but because they're not related or they're friends, I've seen it go left or whatever. But because it was my brother, I didn't see it coming, so it was kind of like I was blindsided. So I feel like, yeah, it was like, it took like a while. Like, even when I was back, it still took a while. One thing I wouldn't say regret, I think in hindsight, I should have like carried on posting on my other channel, because when we started the reaction channel, I was still posting on my vlogging channel. Basically, my vlogging channel is the channel where I used to post my makeup videos. But because the reaction channel was just growing at such a huge rate, I just stopped posting content. So coming back, I made the decision that, okay, I need to post I need to post on my vlog channel so that I can get like subscribers on there. And also because reaction channels, you get struck with copyright, so you're making money, but you're not making as much money as, like, let's say vloggers.
Kind of
Like,
not to quit your day job kind of thing.
yeah, like for example, vloggers, they don't need to worry about copyright or anything like that. Like the money they make is 100% theirs. So I'm trying to like build another channel. I mean, like proper, like be consistent on that channel and build. And I'm still gonna be doing the reaction channel videos. Just the consistency. I mean, not consistency. The output is not gonna be like
It's
before.
not your main focus. It's not kind of like.
No, it's not gonna be like before. Because before I worked myself hard to the ground. Like I was working like I was on crack.
I want to ask you as well what your new vlogging venture is. What will the content be about?
So I'm mainly like travel content, like traveling. Weekly. If I don't have travel content, like if I'm not going anywhere, I want to do like weekly vlogs. Because I watch a lot of lifestyle like content creators, and they usually do like weekly vlogs where they vlog instead of it daily vlogging. They vlog the whole week and then post at the end of the week. So that's my main focus. So I want to do that. I like having memories. So that's how I see it. So when I'm out and I'm vlogging, I'm not seeing it as, oh my god, this is work. I think everyone processes it differently. Some people say like, oh my god, this is too much work, but I'm seeing it as, this is memories. Like I need to like vlog this, because I know when I get home and I'm watching my phone, like videos on my phone on my camera, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that. So it's like more of an exciting thing for me. But the maneuvering it is a bit different, because I'm used to just sitting down, because of my reaction channel, I'm used to sitting down talking to the camera. But then vlogging is different because you're out and people are looking at you and stuff like that. But no, I find it exciting.